Hey y'all, what's up? I'm back. It's been about 2 weeks since I last made a video, so I'm probably gonna be a little rusty, so just bear with me on that. It's about 55 degrees, May 21st, 2022. A low tonight of 43 degrees. We are at Badger Lake. I think it's also called Kennedy Lake, also called Children's Forest, also called Veterans Memorial Park, and maybe a couple other names as well. There's a golf course here. A beautiful lake. You might have seen it earlier. But with that being said, we are going to do a stealth camper because there are camping grounds here, but if you're like me, I just don't like to go to them if I can help it. So we're gonna see if we can find a cool place down here. But I gotta be a little careful. There might be hikers. I'm not sure. We'll see. So if somebody actually finds me out here, I have a perfect excuse planned. I'm gonna say, oh, I'm just backpacking, training for an intense backpacking trip that I don't have coming up, but I will tell them I have coming up. And they'll probably start asking me questions about it and stuff, and I'll just say, oh, I was doing, just tell them what I already did. I'm trying to get to this timber behind me, but I don't know the best way. So let's keep going. Got my excuse though. Oh my god, that orange and white thing ahead. I thought that was a person. It legit scared me. Trail closed. I guess we got to go around, guys. Trip's over. I'm so sorry. This sucks. But that's life for you. If there was only some way we could actually get around. This timber behind me extends quite a ways. I don't know, a quarter mile or a half mile down there, but so far I haven't really seen a hiking trail that can get me in. And I really don't want to bushcraft or bushwhack because it's like prime tick season right now. We'll see if we can find a way in though. I found a way. We're going further in. Sometimes that Iowa countryside can get pretty nasty. You see how there's literally no wind block? So anytime you got wind, you got the full force of it. Just sucks the heat right out of you. That's why you got to get into the timber. There's much more protection in there. Verbascum, Thapsus. It's known as the great mullein plant. This is a weed basically, and it likes to live in disturbed, well-lit soils. They basically sprout out from seeds that persist in the soil, and they just don't want to die basically. And so it kind of likes that. It helps it to grow as soon as it gets that nice warm sun in the springtime. So this is that plant. You know, one cool thing about this plant is back in the day, sometimes people would line their shoes with it because it would help keep out the cold. So I always thought that was kind of interesting, and you know, it has actually been smoked before as well. Apparently it helps with your lungs. Can you imagine that? Smoking this plant to help with a lung problem? I would think that would hurt, but kind of fun. Pretty sure there's a skunk nearby. I can definitely smell it. Best be careful. We've reached the northernmost end of the timber. Let's see what we'll find down here. Do you guys kind of remember in some previous videos where I said stuff kind of just pops up overnight and then it's not navigatable, however you say the word, anymore? And that's kind of the situation we're looking at. I need to find some easy way in, so I'm likely gonna have to find a deer trail, but the problem is it's probably gonna be infested with ticks, so we'll see what we can do about that. It's looking a bit promising in these pine tree groves. I kind of wish I had my tent, because this would be almost perfect for tent camping in here. There's a hammock strung up somewhere in here. Unfortunately for me, it's not gonna work. Let's try again. Back to the drawing board, or plan B, as I like to usually say. Okay, so I had to move down a little bit and switch things up. Let's try her again, see how it works. Oh, let's see. Okay. Maybe. Hard to say for sure. Okay. Okay. We're talking a little bit more now. Talking a little bit more now. We're just gonna adjust her a bit. Kind of just adjusting it until I see it at an angle that I like. I don't really know the exact angles. I just know what I like to see. This is looking pretty close, I think. Yeah, we'll try her. We'll try her. I like to get these hammock straps off the ground so bugs don't start crawling up them. So hammock is pretty much set up. I'm gonna finish with the rest of it now. This is just a variation of the bow line knot, but it's a very, very popular camping knot. I don't expect you guys to actually remember, but here it is just for fun. I'm gonna use it in this case. I don't actually use this knot a whole ton. Oh no. So basically now it just is adjustable. Very nice. I only really put this tarp up for wind protection. It's not supposed to rain tonight, so it really wasn't needed. And I also had it in the bag before I knew it wasn't gonna rain. And I didn't want to take it back out. So I just kept it in there, and I'm just gonna use it because of that. You know, just for fun, I'm gonna get this staked out because I just don't have them on for some reason. I might as well get them on because I got the time, so I'm gonna do that quick. Do you guys remember in that rainy video? I know, right, which one? But when I made those stopper knots, this is why you need them. This is what a stopper knot actually does. You see how they'll just slide out and you're gonna lose it? So what a stopper knot does, one, remember, make a bite, 1, 2, and then through, and you got yourself your stopper knot. But now, do you actually see that, how it tightened up on it? Tightens on itself, so that's not sliding through. That's what a stopper knot really does. I don't actually expect you guys to follow what I just did there. I don't think I did it right anyway, but the thing about that knot is that you can actually literally do it wrong and it usually will still hold because it's just designed like that good. If I can make a bit of a stopper so it doesn't slip through. Perfect. Now I'm just gonna do the same thing with the one on this side, but I'm not gonna film it because I already showed you. Okay. Hammock set up. Sleep shelter is set up. I lost my pillow somewhere. I don't know what I did with it. It might be with me or I might have forgot it. So I don't know where it's at. Either way, I might be going without a pillow tonight. But what else is new? So let's get some food going. I'm excited for food. I'm hungry. I'm actually pretty hungry, so let's get going. Cheers, y'all. Warm Budweiser. Good. See if we can actually get this stove working again this time. I didn't have much success last time, but we'll see. It was a bit rainy out last time, so maybe it'll work better. Let's collect some kindling for it. So what do you think, guys? Do we have enough firewood yet to start this up? I think so. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, here goes nothing, guys. Let's try the big guns. That's not working very well. Let's try something else, I guess. I don't know why it's not taking off. Well, let's try it again, I guess. You know what I don't like about this? If my finger were to push this while I was holding it like this, it would fall backwards probably and cut me. So I kind of just realized that now as I was recording. All right, I don't know, around 3 or C or B or whatever now. Come on. Come to Papa. Got some? Must be wetter than I thought. There we go. There we go. We're playing with fire now. It's going pretty good, I'd say. Let's get cooking. So for tonight, I have some chicken wrapped bacon, some beef wrapped bacon, some broccoli, some more bacon, ramen noodles, a fave, beers, onion. We have a good meal planned. I'm happy. I'm excited. Also safe to say that's going well. It's good. Let's start with some chicken wrapped bacon first. That'd be good. Double that bacon up, baby. How crazy would I be if I didn't do that? Just admit it, I'd be crazy. Already burnt it. Okay, so that's gonna be cooking down, and feel a little tipsy. Got this beautiful view of in this pine grove of the sun. Sun's gonna set in the west, so that way's west, that way's east, north, south. Let's go see what our camp looks like from a little further away as that cooks down. So the first thing we have going for us is that this is an overgrown trail right here, and it looks like only four-wheelers use, so got that going for us. Camp is in plain view, to be honest. That's not good. Surrounded by Iowa countryside here, in the fairly well-groomed trail. You can actually see cars there. I believe that town in the distance is called Badger. The camera probably cannot see that though. But that is Badger. There's a truck out there kicking up dust. See how well you can see it from this. Not unless you're looking for it. So the only place I'm really visible from is the very front. Right here. This is actually really good. Like, my God, that is good. Oh. Hey, how's it going, guys? The time is 6:14 p.m. and again, it is May 21st. I just want to tell you a little bit about what's been going on in my life. Some of you guys that might have watched some of my previous videos would know that I've been a little stressed out lately over some certain things that have been going on in my life. Like I talked about, I lost somebody that was close to me, and that's been pretty tough. But there's also been some other things going on that have been stressing me out because I get anxiety about certain things and get stressed out about certain things, like a career change for one. And so that's why I haven't been camping in 2 weeks, because there's just been way too much on my mind to enjoy putting twigs in the stove. So that's kind of what's been going on. I'm moving to a completely new city in Iowa. Still in Iowa for you guys. So it will still be Iowa Camp Climb Hike. And we're gonna have a lot of new scenery though. That's gonna be one benefit. Damn, might be too close to the fire. So that might be one benefit. Gonna see some new places, meet some new people, learn some new skills, and hopefully save my back a little bit. And in the meantime, I'm just kind of taking a mental break today. Just all those thoughts always go through your head, like what happens if I fail and stuff like that. So it's just a tough decision. I've been in an industry for 5 years, 4 or 5 years, got to know it pretty well, and I'm going into a completely new one where I'm the dummy again. I used to actually know a little bit, and now I'm the dummy, so now I gotta figure out as much as I can. By the way, I actually went to school for accounting, for you guys that were curious. Originally, don't even get me started on accounting. That's a whole different story. The sun's starting to go down behind me. Beautiful night. A little breezy, but it doesn't feel too bad. Well, anyways, just a little update for you guys. I'm gonna keep on drilling. Now, I want to give a little shout out to somebody. Her name is Kills Ray. You gave me this metal straw that came with an attachment or something. I know you wanted me to use it as a straw, but the very microsecond you gave it to me, I had much different ideas for it. And I'll show you what it is now. Oh yeah. You can get that puppy roaring with this. Thank you for the gift, Kills Ray. Time to dig in. So this lovely wood stove right here does technically work for its purpose, but so far I'm not too impressed with it, because I think it's just as easy just to use a regular campfire. This is nice if you're surrounded by a bunch of flammable stuff and you want to try to contain it a bit better, I guess. Which is exactly why I used it. Makes it fairly safe, or at least a lot safer. But it works for its purpose. But, I mean, I'm just kind of thinking I wish I just had a real campfire. Because it'd be much easier. But with that being said, I'm not going to knock it too much, because it is kind of nice to be able to have this. Time for a USDA Choice Bacon Wrap Sirloin Filet, 8 ounces. So what I'm going to do first, actually, is I'm going to cook a little bit of bacon so that I get a little bit of bacon grease in this pan before I start cooking this, because titanium likes to burn your food very easily. So with that being said, let's get some bacon going. Without further ado. don't think the sunset's gonna be that great tonight. Pretty beautiful out here, really. Hard to believe it's already 8:26 p.m. We have the sunset in the distance there. You can see it on the countryside. We have a northwest wind blowing in at about 15 miles per hour. So the honest truth is, this is a bad campsite. It's a good campsite in the terms that it's open and you know, you can walk around and stuff, but it's a bad campsite in terms of exposure, which is, I think, one of the most important things about a campsite. So it's gonna work for tonight though. One interesting fact is that in about another month, it's gonna be the longest day of the year. And it's just kind of weird to think about, especially considering it didn't feel like winter was that far away. So for it to already almost be the longest day of the year is kind of crazy. So in the meantime, we're just gonna keep letting that beef cook wrapped in bacon and camp on. So got 1 beer left, 4 down, and we're having a good time. Wish the camera could see it like I could, but I was totally wrong about that sunset, because it is beautiful tonight. It is officially the twilight hour, and we are on the Iowa countryside here with wide open fields for many of miles. French vanilla time. About 10 o'clock. Been a pretty good night. The wind's died down, so we're dealing with pretty nice winds, or non-existent I should say. So it's made it pretty dang nice out now. With this campfire here, I actually had to make this campfire for warmth, because it was getting a bit breezy with that wind, but now that it's died down, it's just absolutely gorgeous and perfect out here, and it's just been a beautiful night. Just been relaxing around the fire, watching the sunset, eating some, oh gosh, that's beautiful. Been eating some beef, chicken, bacon, hot chocolate, fancy flavor one, so pretty good night out here. It's been nice. I needed this. Needed this to kind of refresh and regroup and rethink and get my mind off things again. Get outside and get some fresh air. So anyways, cheers guys, and I'll catch you in a bit. Let's just keep enjoying this fire. That is so bright. It's like ridiculously bright. It's about 10:30 and I'm just exhausted. Just from the whole 2 weeks, my new job. I've already been at my new job for 2 weeks and just kind of settling in, and just a lot to do. It's a whole different town, lots of driving, and I'm just exhausted. So I'm gonna set up my night lapse and gonna catch you all in the morning. I want to thank you all so much for sticking around. I appreciate it. More to come in the morning. Gonna be cooking, grilling, just hanging out, some hot cocoa, hiking, and exploring more of the park. So with that being said, I want to thank you again
for joining me, and catch you in the morning. Peace out, and you keep it real out there, y'all.
Hey, good morning, guys. It was extremely cold. You know, I've been winter camping a couple times, and last night might have been the coldest I've ever been. I think it dipped down to about 39 degrees last night, and I woke up and I just started getting cold. Like, oh, it's cold. Like, my feet were freezing. I couldn't get comfortable because I couldn't get warm. I used a summer sleeping pad. I think that's why. I didn't anticipate it getting quite this cold. But it's about 8 o'clock. We're gonna make a fire, start making some breakfast, start getting some hot cocoa going, and warm up a little bit here. Enjoy the birds, enjoy the sunshine. Should start warming up a bit, so let's get going. Feels pretty decent by this fire. Really warming up these toes. They feel like icicles. Ooh. This feels ridiculously nice right now. It's kind of weird. I don't normally get cold like that. There's always other people that I hear get cold, and this time it was me that got cold. Sucks, but I still had a lot of fun. A cold night's still better than a warm night, right? Yeah, it's gonna kind of suck. I'm moving to another different part of the state, and I'm not gonna know anything anymore. I'm gonna be the dummy again, basically. And I'll have to find all the campsites, and I'll have to find out where I can camp, where I can't, get the vibe for the area, you know, all that kind of stuff. Where I live right now, I know the area so well, I pretty much know exactly what you can and can't get away with. Who's gonna be out here, when they're gonna be out there. Like, I pretty much know the answer to all them questions in this part of the state where I live, so that's why I do a lot of this stuff without really caring about actually trying to be stealthy. It's just because I know the area so well. It's not because I don't know, that I think I can get away with it or something. It's just I know the area well, and I know I'm gonna get away with it. But in this new part of the state, I'm gonna have to do all that reconnaissance, so might be a lot of interesting things coming up. Just kind of something I was thinking about. Okay, as you can see, majority of my campsite is picked up. I spread needles over where I had the fire so that in a couple of months, probably won't even be able to tell anything was ever here. I mean, even to the untrained eye, they might not be able to tell anything was ever here today, but I think I would be able to tell just because I can tell there's been a disturbance basically in the pine needles. But it's pretty good. I'm happy with it. Hide the campfire so it discourages anybody else from ever using this spot. If they want to find it, they can look for it. Not trying to be mean, but I like to keep places the same way I left them, and that's just part of the process here. We're gonna do a final garbage check. Look around to see if I missed anything. I think we're gonna be good to go. Can you guys tell I camped here? If not, that's mission success. Campfire traces taken away. All looks good. Let's get out of here. So we got a little bit of a hike to the car today. I don't know, maybe a mile or two. Just a little one, nothing crazy. But enjoy the hike. I think I'm gonna put on a little bit of a time lapse for you guys, and we'll show you a little bit more of Iowa. I've never seen anything like this where I came upon a open fire. Looks like I should have just camped here for the night. Hey, how's it going, guys? I want to thank you so much for joining me on this adventure. I just kind of wanted to hit up this spot because I'm going to be moving soon, and I've always wanted to camp here, and it's just always been on the bucket list. As you can see, it's very beautiful, and I think gives a pretty great representation of what Iowa looks like. For the most part, it had prairies, your timber, your lake, the open fields, beautiful blue skies against just vibrant greens. So pretty happy that I got to show you guys this place, and hope you had fun with me. Probably not going to make a camping video next weekend because I'm gonna be in the process of moving, but I think the week after I will get out again. I get a little stir crazy anyway when I don't get to go camping. Oh, I see my car. So my car is there. That's always good. And yeah, again, I want to thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it. If you guys like this video, please give me a like. Leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to comment on. And if you think I deserve it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. It's that red one. I personally think it's distracting and takes away from the video, so I always just click it if I like the person. I watch a lot of YouTube myself, actually. So with that being said, I hope you guys all have a great day, a great weekend, a great night, a great morning, whatever it is, whatever it's going on when you happen to watch this video, whether it's years from now or tomorrow. So that being said, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.